Well, big boy,
Depression.
that didn't go as we wanted to.
That was depressing for sure.
Dude. Okay, we got to come up with a special name for like the beginning. Like Mick Mullins, we always have a solid drive at the beginning of the game. Like we lead us down, slice through him like butter.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Go through a complete drought for the rest of the game, and then all
and
the fourth quarter,
that always pops off. It wasn't even. Honestly, I didn't even think it was Nick Mullins' fault. Like honestly, there's a few passes in there that he threw that were like that they didn't pick off that they should have picked off, but the interceptions was his fault. The one to Brandon Ayuk that was like in his hands, and then got deflected out. And then the one against Jeff Wilson, that was a tight pass, and I think Jeff Wilson like had that in the beginning, and then he got ripped out. So it was kind of like I don't know.
Bro, this wasn't the episode that I expected. I expected us to be like, gonna be excited. We're gonna be booing.
Yeah,
we're playing Washington next, right?
Yeah, but Washington just beat the Steelers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Washington's legit. Like the Giants and Washington's. That's the Cowboys. Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna.
And then the Cowboys now, because if you look like you talked about, you sent me the text about how the 49ers can't like really defend like star wide receivers. Like the Giants, the Cowboys have like 3 wide receivers that are like pretty freaking good. Like
right, and if you can get the ball out to them, it could be a long day. Okay, first of all, Stephon Diggs, dude.
Mm-hmm.
There were this many answers. 0.
Yeah, I don't know. How they did. They just needed to double team him. I guess that was like the only thing that like
Jason Verrett got absolutely.
Cole Beasley though was like balling out, dude.
Mm-hmm. I know, and dude. We had 0 pass rush.
Yeah.
Until Deion Jordan got a nice sack, though.
Yeah.
He lit up Josh Allen. But besides that, it was nothing.
I know. They have a good O-line on the Bills.
And then, dude, Richard Sherman lets a guy go over the top. It's like, bruh. There was a lot of miscommunication.
And then that one pick that Fred Warner had, they got called back because of Richard Sherman doing a penalty on Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
that was rough.
Okay, we have to get a lockdown DB because that's what I'm looking at all these teams because like Washington football team, they've got like Kendall Fuller, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Giants, they have James Bradbury and like Jalen Ramsey locks down D-Hop. We just need somebody that is just capable of locking down because we literally did not get off the field that entire second half.
Yeah, I don't get it. I like every time the Niners they would get like a 3rd down or like a 4th down and like 2, I was always like they can stop them here and we can get the ball back, and then every single time it was just like depression after.
Bro, that's what I was thinking because remember it was that 4th and 2 and I was like, okay, maybe he'll just kind of give us a little bit of slack here and just punt it anyway. But I knew if they went for it, the odds are they're probably going to convert. So, because it was like Madden, because like when you get a stop on all Madden, it's like 41, they'll punt.
Yeah, I know. They'll punt like the 30-yard line on their like on the opposite side of the field. Yeah, it's just sad.
Josh Allen's kind of a savage, dude.
Yeah, he's good. He rolled out to the right all the time. That's where he like shines, like on the run to the right side. And they couldn't stop him.
I'm just like pretty depressed after. What did you think of them not really getting the ball to Debo in the whole entire first half of the game?
Yeah, that was a mistake. I feel like they should have gotten to him to do something at least because like when he got the ball, he's able to like be shifty and get a few yards and stuff and do well. And Brandon Ayuk definitely was underwhelming, I think.
What do you mean? I thought he had a great game.
He had like got some good catches, but there's some catches in like crunch time and stuff that he like needed to pull in that were like tight.
KB not punching it in there at the end.
That was rough.
But I don't think I've ever seen a game where didn't it start off with Bills driving down, stop on 4th down, then we drive down and get stopped on 4th down. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before.
No, I was so hyped after the first touchdown. I'm like, dude, this is great.
I was like, this is gonna look good for us.
Yeah, we're stopping their defense. We're stopping their offense. And then nope. Yeah.
Our defense though. I don't understand. I think it was like night and day.
Yeah.
Like the team that showed up today.
Yeah.
Was not the same defense.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah. I know. It was rough.
Just too many we shot ourselves in the foot too. Like Kentavious Street, bro. Why are you going and trying to molest Josh Allen? Like
I know he was out of bounds.
It's gonna be 3rd and like 15, dude. Like why are you doing that?
I know it was sad. I was like, come on.
Yeah, they definitely missed a holding call too. Like they held Drake Greenlaw.
Yeah, they did many times.
Was it a touchdown? Or was it a 4? It was like a 4th and 1, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was just him. Yeah, altogether, just they always like keep themselves in it, and I think that's like why like most of the pain is there from this season, because they're always so like always right there, and always like there's never like I'd rather have like a team be like just completely out of contention than have them like just right in the middle of the pack, where it's like, oh, they could win this week, or they're not going, and then they can make the playoffs, but then they don't. I mean, technically, they're still not out of the playoff race, but it just makes it a whole lot harder now.
Yeah, we literally have to win out. Just win out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Where does this one rank in terms of your all-time depression games?
All-time depression games? I mean, it's up there. I would have to say my all-time depression game would be the Seahawks versus 49ers when they in the NFC Championship game. That was like the depression.
Yeah. What about this season though?
This season though, I'd say it'd probably be like my third. This to me is number 1 because we had such a good outing last week against the Rams. We swept the Rams. Like, is that for the second year in a row now? Second year in a row now we've swept the Rams. Yeah, they're 4-0 against the Rams in the past 2 years. So.
Oh yeah, Debo's never lost to the Rams.
Neither Jimmy G.
He makes me smile every single time he catches the ball. He literally was like, I would run through anybody on planet Earth. Like he was pissed. He was running pissed off. That was sick. It was cool to see Charlie Warner get involved a little bit there, and Ross Willie. That was the most I've seen them incorporate in the offense.
They both did good. Yeah. Yeah, it was just sad. I think the worst game they played was definitely the Dolphins one. That one was just like depressing.
Yeah. Dude, Gunslinger Mullins though.
Yeah,
he doesn't know where it's going all the time.
I know, that's true. He made some good passes though. That one to Ayuk was fire, and then
he easily could have thrown 4 picks that game.
Oh yeah, no,
he was throwing it in some tight windows over the middle.
Yeah, he overthrew Ayuk on one of those. Like it was like a slam or whatever, and he like threw it too far, and that guy it hit right out of the DB's hands. Like that's why they played defensive back.
Right. Despite all of our issues, who's your defensive player of the game?
Fred Warner, for sure.
Warner, always. It's always Fred Warner.
Yeah, he got the fumble, and then he would have had that sick interception if they didn't have the
if Richard Sherman doesn't bump Stephon.
Yeah, it's because Richard Sherman's slow, dude. That's like why he had to do that. If he was fast, he could have done it.
They didn't have John Brown.
Yeah.
It could have been a shit show.
Yeah, it would have been.
Cole Beasley and Isaiah McKenzie and obviously Stephon, they sliced and diced us.
Yeah. They gave up the wide open touchdowns. Like I was like, how do you do that? Like I think it was like that one, the last touchdown they scored, that one was just that like wide open.
Yeah, Tre'Davious Moore or no Tre'Davious White's pick though, dude.
Yeah, that was
like
wild.
Kill me now.
I know. I thought it was just like he was down at the 1 yard line and we were gonna get the ball again and like try to do something. But
I thought Jeff Wilson caught it.
I know, so did I. And I was like, maybe it's a touchdown because he caught it like right at the goal line, and they might have like, but no.
But yeah, what a game, dude! This killed my vibe. I was looking forward to it. I like your hat though; that's pretty sick.
Oh, thank you. I've had this for a few years. It's pretty nice. I forgot to bring it up to Portland last semester for the Niners games.
I think that our running game's fine. We just were in a really odd situation where our defense couldn't get really stops.
I know.
And we were always in third and mediums.
Yeah.
So the run game could never get going.
Yeah.
Even though it was.
Yeah, like Jeff Wilson did really good.
Oh, Jeff Wilson is the hardest runner I've seen in a while.
I think it was like in Tomlinson like blocked him, bro. He like hit him back. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
dude, he bounced Laken Tomlinson because Laken Tomlinson is like a brick wall because he bounced back like for 5 yards.
Yeah, I know.
Like, go.
Yeah. Still got a first down off of that, but no.
I probably would give Jeff Wilson player of the game for me on offense.
Yeah, he ran hard on all.
He ran really freaking hard. We just couldn't punch it in. That's just
I don't get why they kept on running the ball every single time, like at fourth and like at the goal line at the 1 yard line. It was like not working.
What are you doing?
Obviously, When they pass it to Brandon Ayuk and it's a touchdown. It's like
right. And didn't they do like 3? Try to like zone plays in a row or whatever.
3 runs in a row, like just right running there.
Yeah, and then they threw it to Ayuk and they punched it in. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I get like maybe you're trying to get them to overcommit on the run, but I don't think 3 in a row to overcommit is worth it. Like maybe 1 and then pass or 2 at the most. And
get them so dumb. What do you think of the Redskins game? I mean, the Washington football
cancel
team
culture.
Game. No, Washington football team. I need to get that stuck in my brain. Washington football team.
Yeah, no, I always make the mistake too. But it was really impressive that they won. Like that was surprising. Like I didn't think they were going to win. Like I thought they had a shot to win, but realistically, I was like, yeah, they're not going to. But I was excited to see them win because like the Steelers were undefeated, and I'm not really a big Steelers fan, so it didn't really matter. So
right, any team that's undefeated besides the Niners, I'm rooting against you every single week. Dude, Chase Young and Montez Sweat, that's nice. That's nice right there. But Antonio
and Kerrigan and Ryan Kerrigan, he's pretty good too.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson went down.
Oh,
that was not. When he went down, I was like, oh no, because it was pretty slim pickings in that first half. Did you watch any?
I watched the like the end of the middle of the third to like the middle of the fourth quarter. So
perfect, because I watched basically the entire first half and then I stopped watching.
Well, apparently like Alex Smith is really bad in the first half, or the Washington football team's worse in the first half. They're like negative 74 yards, like net between their opposing teams and them, and then they're like plus 144 yards in the second half.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Logan Thomas is a stud.
He is.
He's a cool stud.
A good touchdown.
I want him. Add him to the list. Add him to our wish list. He would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I know we got Jordan Reed though. I mean, he's good.
Yeah, Jordan Reed's good. And honestly, Charlie Warner and Ross Dwelly's solid, but it was just really depressing when they kept panning into the box with Jimmy and
I know
George. It's like there's a lot of money right there.
And then Trent Taylor, I was like, bro, we need him on the field. We were lost by like 40 points if Trent Taylor was on the field.
It was sweet to see Brandon Ayuk back there.
I know that.
Though it's like way more explosive than
I know
our boy.
And Trent Taylor's just like only thing he does is fair catch it. And that's it. I think it's the Seahawks. He like fair caught one where like nobody was like 15 yards like next to him. Like he had wide open running room against the Seahawks, and he fair caught one. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I think that we have a shot to win out, but the Washington football team, that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah,
if we can't give Nick Mullins time, it's going to be tough,
especially with that D line. Yeah,
and they can plug up the run too.
Yeah, they can. That D line is solid.
And when the Warriors I named every other Bay Area team. When the Niners become one-dimensional, it's a no-go.
Yeah. If you had Jimmy, I wouldn't be like as like against the whole just straight passing game, because like it's been seen that he can do that. But with Nick Mullins, it's like no. But I don't get it, because every single time the announcers talk about like Nick Mullins, they're always like, they don't pick Nick Mullins for his arm, like his like speed. It's all about his IQ and playmaking, like like football IQ. And I'm like, bro, you see the passes he throws? Like some of them
doesn't know where it's going all the time.
Just like in triple coverage. So I don't know about football IQ there. Like
he chucks it. Like he's not scared. That's something I respect. Like if he throws a pick on a drive, he's gonna go out there and flush it, and it's just gonna be a drive.
He's gonna throw it again.
You do it all.
He's gonna throw it again. He's not scared.
He needs to learn from his mistakes a little bit, maybe.
I know,
but dude, I don't know. That fourth quarter was probably one of the more depressing quarters I've watched. I just hate this feeling of not being able to come back, because there's 6 minutes left in the game and you're down 17. It's like, dude.
And you get to you get like the 5-inch line on the field, because Kendrick Bourne can't like punch it in. I'm like, geez.
I don't know, man. Well,
Yeah, well, no, like the worst part, I mean, like they were down by 17, and I was like, okay, like this game's done. But then the worst part is they tug with your heartstrings, Kellan, because they're like, no, we'll get a touchdown. And then it's like, oh, we can come back. And then it's no, you can't.
Like your relationships with women. It's true though. They always keep you a little interested. It's like a
every
text
time,
every now and again to like hint.
every time.
Stay tuned in. We might do something. You know.
Yeah, TBD, bro. So it's yeah.
You want to keep watching? Keep being my friend, dude.
Yeah.
But in terms of the Bills, if you shut down Stephon, they don't really have much of a run game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Devin Singletary, he got like a few conversions, but I mean they were like 1 yard runs.
Right.
So
and it's not that difficult because we were loading the inside of because we were just kind of I think we were mostly playing for stopping a QB sneak.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to do, but like Josh Allen didn't need to like scramble out. He just needed to like roll out and throw a pass. He didn't have to like rush. I think we did a good job of like containing the quarterback like behind the line of scrimmage, but then they just didn't like send the rush to make him like have to throw it away or like make, 50-50 balls. Right. But yeah.
I just want to have a game where I know we've had it close where the Rams game's pretty similar to having the offense and defense play at high levels at the same time. But I just want to have a game where we can have our defense play like they did against the Rams, but then put up points like we did against the Saints last year.
Yeah, I know. That'd be nice. Like
because we're capable of it. It was just an odd game plan, I feel, because Deebo Samuel was non-existent in the beginning of the game. And it's not like people have to shut him down. You can literally manufacture touches for him. Just run jet sweeps and your little touch passes, dude. And just give him the ball. Like
they didn't do any of the touch passes or like screen plays. There's none of them.
Zero. Why would we do that?
I know. It was like it's worked last week against the Rams. You arguably have a better defense than the Bills. And then
it worked against every other team we've played against.
I know.
It's frustrating, especially he falls down for 4 yards. Even there was one play where it got blown up and he still managed to get 5 past the line of scrimmage and fall down for 4 yards.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was weird. I don't know. Like Kyle Shanahan's kind of, I don't know, this season he's kind of like off and on, and like 1 week he'll be like exceptional and like game plan this thing to like perfection, and then the next week he'll be like not like himself. He'll have like a few plays get blown up and then he'll like never go back to that like form again. And it's just like,
how much do you think that a move has affected our team?
I don't know. I mean, I don't see it affecting them at all. I mean, they just, I think it's just a game plan thing. You can't really blame, we're in Arizona now. Right. So he played better on the road anyway. So like, there shouldn't be any reason like you guys are affected by this. Like I saw like like Kyle Shanahan brought people into the office to talk to them about like the mental like effects of like moving away from like your family. Like you do that like half the season anyway. Like it's not that hard.
I know, but I definitely think there might be a little bit of a mental toll it's taking, especially after kind of a devastator loss like this.
Yeah, we'll see next week how they bounce back against Alex Smith, bro.
I think
Alex Smith is a legend.
I think it's going to be a really good game.
They should trade for Alex Smith.
What do you give me a little quick preview? What do you think that game's going to look like?
I don't know. I honestly, the Washington football team's offense isn't anything to like be scared of.
The offense, yeah. There's just a few guys that if you can shut down Terry and if you can shut down Logan, you have a pretty good shot.
Yeah, and I don't know if Antonio Gibson's going to play or not.
Right, he looked pretty hobbled.
Yeah, so if he's out, I mean, like J.D. McKissick, he's okay, but he's not like Antonio Gibson, who's really good. So I think it's more comes down to the defensive line of the Redskins, the Washington football team. Sorry, everybody, playing against the offensive line and Mike McGlinchey, the little tackling dummy out there. Just like,
what do you think of Mike McGlinchey's game today? Not good at all. Anyway, I don't think Nick Mullins got sacked though, but I mean, it wasn't like
he came close a few times. I feel like
there were some QB pressures though, for sure.
There was every play was a QB pressure, bro.
Basically, he made a good play where he got out of the pocket, stepped up, and made a good throw too.
Yeah, no,
I want to say I forget who it was.
Yeah, no, he's pretty. I think it was Jordan Reed, I feel like.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. But Josh Allen, dude, 32 for 40, 375, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh my God. There was five or six straight drives where they scored points in a row.
Yeah,
that fourth quarter was their first punt of the ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, the Niners really had no answer. Well, I think it's just because they have like old corners. I mean, if they had K1 and Emmanuel Mosley, that might be a different story, but they don't. They have to pull out.
I forgot K1 would have been awesome for Cole Beasley.
Yeah, because they had Deontay Johnson on him, and Deontay Johnson.
He's okay. He wasn't bad. He's
better than Akella Witherspoon and Brian Allen. But I mean, like,
yeah, Jamar Taylor's kind of good too.
Yeah, Jamar Taylor, he was good. He's speedy, and he does a lot of this blitzing, getting sacks and stuff.
Right.
So,
yeah, good thing Robbie Gould was knocking down his 3 balls.
Yeah,
because it could have been a long day if he didn't.
Yeah, Robbie Gould's like the only consistent part of that offense. Really, it
would have been so nice to get back to 500, dude.
I know.
Clean slate.
This is how like every like game this year, it's always been like the Cardinals or the Rams, they lose, and it like if we win the game, then we'd be like close, or we'd be like tied with them,
creep up, and then we lose it. We don't take advantage of the opportunity. When the Seahawks lose, you need to win that week.
I know, when like the 2 teams that are like not in first place in the NFC West lose and get you, like, if you win that game, you'd be tied.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do that, because then now you have to win out and hope that the Vikings or the Cardinals. Well, I mean, if you win out, then the Cardinals would lose, but you'd have to like make sure they lose another game, and then like make sure the Bears or Lions don't creep in like to the playoffs. So that's just kind of.
Why can't there just be one week where we can talk shit and all the other teams just sucked ass?
I know.
The Seahawks
every week. You can't rub it into Jared's face, because Jared would be like, well, your team lost too. And then it'll be
but he lost to a Daniel Jonesless New York Football Giants.
To Colt McCoy.
And he had MVP candidate Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear it.
I saw them that Russell Wilson has like a 70.6 QBR like for the past like 7 games or whatever it is, and that's like lower than like I think like Mitchell Trubisky and like Ryan Fitzpatrick over that time.
Yeah, I there's not really a lot of shame to taking this loss. I feel like
I don't know. Yeah, it just was the defense.
It's just frustrating when you know you can beat this team.
I don't know. Yeah, if like I don't know. I think it hurt Robert Sala's case for like a quality head coaching job, because I think he has the whole Detroit Lions gig on lock.
Oh,
he did that, but like, does he really want to go to that dumpster fire though?
Mm-hmm. Imagine what Nick Bosa would have did to this game.
Yeah, I know,
because that a tremendous difference.
Yeah, because they would have got the pressure, and I mean, like, because you would have had Kinlaw and then Armstead and then Hyder and then Bosa. That's a pretty good D line right there. And so I think they should have blitzed more people more often instead of just doing 4 the whole time.
Right.
And I get you have to like cover like Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs and stuff, but I mean, it just felt like Josh Allen, like the announcer said, like he never was like uncomfortable.
No,
never had it. Like a couple plays he had to throw away, but there was never like a consistently like he was having to like run around and like scramble to find things working. He just like doing his thing.
Right. But in your honest opinion, what should the Niners be focusing on with their draft? Like
draft pick? Yeah. I'd say like we talked about defensive back or offensive line. Like those two are like the biggest thing. 100%. I think we're good on wideout. I think like we've a solid thing there. Like we don't have anybody that's like, crazy like superstar. Like Deebo Samuel's really, really good. He's definitely not like a superstar.
I think Ayuk is his future superstar.
Oh well, Ayuk, yeah, for sure. But I mean, he's a rookie right now. And I think he's still some kinks to work out.
Right.
But with those players, like they all work together well. It's kind of like they kind of remind me of like the Steelers wide receivers. Where like none of the Steelers wide receivers like these crazy superstar talents. Like Juju's good, but he definitely isn't what he was like his rookie year. But they all like complement each other well, and they all have like these like little pieces of the game that they can play super good or super well. So yeah, I think defensive back, getting a young guy, especially since Richard Sherman's most likely going to be gone.
He will be gone.
Yeah, because there's no way they can pay him.
Well, like, why would you want to?
Yeah, unless you want to convert him to safety. Like
Right.
But honestly,
we already have Tarvaris and Jimmy. Like,
yeah, honestly, it's a pretty good, and we could save a lot of money. Well, we wouldn't save money, but we wouldn't have to like give it to him. And also, like, well, the Niners wouldn't have to part ways with some players this year. I think, like, unless they get rid of like Jimmy Garoppolo's contract and they get rid of his, which I hope they don't. Well, I mean, it'll come down to when he's healthy these last couple of games.
he has to prove himself in the last few weeks of the season, and if he plays well, he'll save his career. If he doesn't, they couldn't.
But I don't know if it'd save his career, but it'd save his time at the 49ers. I feel like.
No, I meant like career time with the 49ers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think definitely
his trade value with another team do.
But he's not even allowed to be traded until.
No, I mean, but I mean just like his value in terms of like how other teams perceive Jimmy Garoppolo, he needs to play well.
Yeah, so basically the Niners can't trade him till like next season, like after this next season.
Yeah.
Like, but also if they released him, they'd just be like taking his contract. I mean, they couldn't really. It's kind of a lose-lose if they were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think you hang on to him. I still have faith.
Yeah, I think like last season he did super good, and he was like, honestly, what I thought he could have not an MVP candidate, but he's definitely like top 10 in the NFL at quarterback.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think if he gets healthy and he gets some offensive line help, because like these like critical pieces
can play good behind that line.
There's like critical pieces of this O-line that's injured right now, like Garland, right? He's out, I think. And he's really good. And
McGlinchey's sketch.
McGlinchey's awful. So the Niners need to either get some veteran linemen that's like, okay. I don't think they need to go after superstars. So to pay him a ton of money because they have to pay Trent Williams like a lot.
I think the left side of the line's pretty solid.
But like Tomlinson and Williams are like decent. But Williams is really good. Tomlinson's okay. But like the McGlinchey side and like Tom Compton, they're like not good at all.
Right.
They definitely need Garland back, and they need to like get rid of McGlinchey. They might be able to trade McGlinchey away, honestly, for like something decent because he has like still like that value from last year, and also he's like one of the better like run blocking linemen in the league for some reason. I think he's like number.
He's like one of the higher rated ones.
Yeah, he's like number 2 in the league. I don't understand. Just like I don't get it. But the Niners, like with Mike McGlinchey, they're always like against the run with running, they're like decent, but against the pass, they just like let it all go. Like they can't block anybody, which is nuts. But yeah, I honestly think they should go for some DB. I don't really know any good defensive backs in the college right now. I haven't been watching that too much.
There's like Surtain. There's a few from Oregon, DeAndre Lenore, and I want to say Javon Holland. Yeah. But they're gonna need to find somebody that's locked down that they have faith in that can become a household name corner. I don't know if there's anybody in this draft, but you got to at least try.
Yeah.
And I think because you need a big guy to match up with DK because that's the biggest thing that's missing. Our run defense is pretty solid. We've put together a pretty solid front considering all of the injuries.
Yeah, Rick Armstead's done pretty good against the run this game. He was actually able to stop Singletary when he came his way.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it'd be a mistake for the Niners to draft their quarterback with like their first pick.
Yeah, that should be it. They're not a priority.
Maybe take like a late round quarterback or something.
Right.
But definitely not try to take it with like I don't know. Trey Lance is good, but I don't know if you'd pick him.
And to be perfectly honest, what were you gonna say? You keep cutting out, so I can't tell if you're not talking.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that like with the first pick, like Trey Lance is great and all, but like I feel like at least as right now, we'll see how Jimmy does these next the last 2 weeks of the season. But he plays even like decent. I mean, like I think like Trey Lance is great, but like that need isn't what like our most primary need is right now. It's definitely defensive back or offensive line.
100%.
But you know that the 49ers are going to draft another defensive lineman like the first pick.
They better not. If they don't make an addition to the secondary, I'm going to be very disappointed. Or offensive line, because that's the biggest need right now. It's straight up. Our front seven is fine. Our safeties are honestly pretty decent, but it's just being able to lock up. That's how you become an elite defense.
Yeah, I think Verrett. This is his He's a free agent next year.
I think that I think you keep him.
Yeah, no, I know, but I think he's gonna ask for a lot of money.
But why?
Because he
could not shut down Stephon Diggs. Like that's how you get big money.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if they could get him for, I think the Niners are going to go like bargain hunting this season with like the free agents that they have. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to shell out big money for anybody. Like maybe Trent Williams. Yeah, I know. Like maybe Trent Williams. Like they shell out money for him because they do need the offensive line help. But besides that, I don't see any player. I think Jaquiski's gone after this year. Mm-hmm. I don't see him staying because he has a ton of money. He's going to want that. And then, and you're not going to pay him. And also, Tre'Davious Moore, he's solid enough.
Tarvarius. Don't even say Tre'Davious White. Dang it. I can't even. He makes me so mad. You know who makes me mad, though? I don't know why, but unpopular opinion, Stephon Diggs is just so cocky, bro.
Yeah, he is.
So,
but I mean, he backed it up, though. I mean,
yes, I know that, but he reminds me of Jalen Ramsey. There's something about him irks me the wrong way, dude.
Yeah,
I just hate when people. I just hate it. I hate when the Niners get shredded. It makes me so mad.
Yeah, I know. It was rough. I think. Okay, Kellan, if the Niners don't make the playoffs this year, what team are you gonna hope wins the Super Bowl?
The New York Football Giants.
New York Football Giants.
Whatever team comes out of the NFC East, I hope they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's who I'm going to be rooting for straight up.
Yeah, I'm going to root for for whoever the Giants, the football team, and then the AFC. I think I'm going to go with the Browns because they haven't done anything in the last 30 years. So I mean,
they have a shot.
Yeah, I know they're honestly
Kareem Hunt and Chubb. That's deadly.
It's a great run game. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, are you starting to be a believer of the NFC East now?
I mean, yeah, they are.
The football team aren't bad. I'm telling you, when David Jones comes back, it's fire.
I know. I kind of hope, honestly, that I know you'll like to watch the Giants. I kind of hope the football team is the one that makes it out. But
no, the Giants have more tools on offense to compete.
I know, but I just like Alex Smith, and I like his whole comeback thing, and it'd be awesome if he made the playoffs in his first year back. I mean, both teams.
I'll be rooting for whoever comes out of the East.
Yeah,
it's just not looking likely because the Giants have won 4 straight now, and they already have the sweep on Washington football team. Yeah, so as long as the Giants keep taking care of business, it's not looking very.
Yeah, all they have to do is just keep pace with the football team, and they'll win the division. So. Because I don't really know their strength of schedules coming up. I mean, the football team has to play the Niners. So that'll be
a tough game. I think we get the job done narrowly against Washington.
I think we're like the Rams from last year, where they kept it interesting the whole year, and then it comes down to the last game, and then.
I mean, despite everything that's taken place this year, I'm proud of the team.
Yeah, they've gone through a lot of adversity with their injuries, and they've managed to be able to keep their record somewhat respectable.
Yeah, and you're not just going to come in and walk through the Niners, because even though the score looked pretty bad at times against the Bills, it wasn't an easy game.
I know they had to go to third downs and fourth downs all the time to try to.
They basically played a Madden game to beat us.
Yeah,
they went for it constantly.
Yeah, I know. We just need to stop them on their side of the field. I mean,
no, it's just getting teams off the field is. It sounds like Booger McFarland, but it's true. Seriously as simple as that.
Yeah, because every time the Niners won against the Rams and stuff, they always and the Patriots, they always had double the amount of field time, possession time. Mm-hmm. They always were locked down.
But just Deebo Samuel, just keep him healthy for the rest of the season.
Yeah, him and
Brandon Ayuk on the field, and they'll be fine.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to keep it interesting.
I just want to get to the postseason. I don't know. Do you think we can legitimately make a run in the postseason? Because today, really, if our defense shows up like it did today, and we have a decent wide receiver core that we have to cover.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they can make it if the defense plays like they did today. If they play like they did against the Rams. And the Rams have a decent wide receiver, a pretty good wide receiver core.
They don't have that guy.
But I mean, they don't have the X factor wide receiver, but they do have superstar wide receivers like Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Then I think if it depends on which Niners defense shows up. I mean, the Niners offense, at least under Nick Mullins, is always going to be lackluster. Decent. It's always like decent, but it's always like, not the reason they're going to win the game.
Right.
But under Jimmy last season, sometimes the offense is what carried the team. But especially against like the Saints, then against like the Cardinals last year, again, like the last game of the season, they were kind of getting shredded, and then the offense is what stepped up. But
exactly. Yeah. I think
the probability of us making a postseason run is depending on who is under center at that time.
Yeah. I think our chances, even though a lot of people might not agree, I think it goes up by a crazy amount if Jimmy G is at the helm.
Well, yeah, I mean, statistically, the Niners win way more when they have Jimmy Garoppolo than when they have anybody else. He's never lost a back-to-back football game.
Yeah, people don't think that Jimmy is much off talent-wise than Nick Mullins, and
I think that's crazy. Untrue. Yeah, see, if you see some of the throws Jimmy can fit into people and stuff, it's nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's wild that Nick Mullins has the third most passing yards.
They kept showing that.
I was like, what?
I know, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's not a bad quarterback. It's just
I just don't think he's a starter quarterback.
It's just what?
Yeah, he needs to work on exactly where he's throwing the football and what's his deal there? Because sometimes he'll just throw it and it's what are you throwing to?
But I don't blame him though. He gets flustered and it's rightfully so.
Well, yeah. When you hike the ball and the whole defensive line is in your face, it's kind of hard to make super. At least with the thing with the difference I see with Nick Mullins and Jimmy Garoppolo is that even when Jimmy Garoppolo's pocket was collapsing, he would step up and make the throw while getting hit. And I think Nick Mullins would give up on those once he was getting hit. And I mean, sure, you'd sometimes see Jimmy, he would curl down and hold the football, but that was if no one was open,
right.
But
yeah, that's the difference between. Well, Jimmy does try to fit it in there at times too.
Yeah, sometimes, but I mean, also, but Nick, he always seems to, if the pocket's collapsed, he's just gives up. It doesn't seem like he's trying to find anybody really. But with the Jimmy, he always seems to keep it alive. Well, not scramble around, but make throws while Aaron Donald's in his face for a 30-yard pass. So.
Yeah, I mean, I feel Nick Mullins is kind of a dog though. He definitely tries his best, but
yeah, that's true.
Not the most eye-catching quarterback in the league. The difference between Josh Allen and Nick Mullins is just vast.
Well, yeah, Josh Allen's scrambling around, rolling out to his right, and there was a 30-yard bomb to Cole Beasley on the run. It's nuts.
But at least we only lost by 10 though. We always seem to make the score look a little more.
Yeah, I know. Against the Packers, we were getting wrecked in the fourth quarter. And then score a few. Then it's we only lost by 2 touchdowns. Yeah. But in reality, they're just playing prevent defense against the Seahawks, bro. That game,
exactly.
They were getting blown out and then score a few, and then it's there you go.
Yeah, I want to know how many yards Nick Mullins has thrown this year in garbage time. Because that's the majority. I want to know his fourth quarter passing yards because the majority of the time it's garbage time.
Yeah, first drive passing yard, completion percentage is crazy. The rest of the game until the fourth quarter is garbage, and then fourth quarter he does.
Yeah, first drive of the game, he's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah,
and then it slowly regresses.
Yeah, I know.
It just skyrockets.
Oh
my god! But well, how far do you see the Bills going?
I could see them making I think they'll definitely break their whole postseason losing thing this year. I could see them going maybe to the divisional round, or I don't know. Let's think here because the Chiefs, I don't know. I don't think they make past the divisional, but I think they could win the wild card week. Because the Chiefs are so good, and honestly the Steelers they're really good, and the Browns are good. So I mean, I don't know. I can see them maybe making the AFC Championship game, but they definitely need to beat some really difficult teams to get there. And I don't really see, honestly, I don't see anybody beating the Chiefs this year. Even though they broke my heart in the Super Bowl, they have kept their pace and honestly have improved since last season because their
Chiefs
defense
are an issue.
Their defense was kind of garbage for the first like 3 quarters of the season, and they kind of stepped it up. But I mean, like now they've kind of kept that whole pace throughout this whole season.
Right.
So yeah,
lots of good teams in the AFC, but I'm gonna say it as much as I can and try to speak it into reality. Though I love Jimmy G. I really think that we need to keep draft DBs and stuff. But if there is just even the most like minuscule chance that we could get Deshaun Watson, I swear to God, you need to jump on that.
Yeah, if we get Deshaun Watson
fast, I will trade so many draft picks away.
Okay, what players would you give up, Kellan?
Huh?
Yeah, what players would you give up for Deshaun Watson?
Well, would we have to give up players?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, you probably give up draft picks, but also players. Like,
I mean, honestly, pick. Who do you want that's not locked up? I'll give him to you.
Yeah, like, would you give up Fred Warner?
No.
I wouldn't do that. I'd rather keep like a mediocre quarterback than and have like a good defense. Than
I just want Deshaun Watson. He looks so good in red and gold.
Yeah, he'd be fire. Kyler Murray looks really good in red and gold.
Deshaun Watson looks better.
Well, I mean, yeah, Deshaun Watson would be amazing. I think Deshaun Watson's better than Kyler Murray.
110%. Yeah. He was so depressed after his loss. Yeah,
Kyler Murray like still makes like these like rookie mistakes that are like,
he was like crying after the Colts game.
Yeah. Well, he fumbled on that play.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah. I don't know. I'd give up. I don't know who I'd give up. I'd give up like Jimmy Ward for him, bro.
I'd give up draft picks and just keep everybody.
Yeah, I know. Give up just like sell our soul for the like rest of like.
We'd have to release it, get rid of some guys, maybe give them to other teams for something.
Yeah, but yeah, you could trade like a couple like Jimmy Ward or something away.
I want Deshaun.
Well, yeah, Deshaun would be awesome to get. We could have got Deshaun, but I mean, we had Jimmy at the time.
Right. We had Jimmy thinking, and this was prior to his ACL tear.
Yeah, that was like when he was 6-0. He like they give him a ton of money for the.
Yeah, we thought we had our next freaking.
Mil. And I mean, he still might be. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like Steve Young, like he like struggled in the beginning of his career. I mean, like, and Jimmy G, like he didn't even struggle. Like he played really good. He just got hurt. Then he came back healthy. Went to Super Bowl. Played this year, did decent when he was healthy, like pretty good when he's healthy. When he got injured, then it kind of went down. Like the Cardinals game, he actually had a really good statistic. Like statistically, he was very good against the Cardinals. He just didn't have any wide receivers that he could like pass to.
Right.
In the clutch time, like Trent Taylor can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
What?
Lance Lynn the White Sox acquired Lance Lynn. Any thoughts?
Who's that?
Huh? He's just a pitcher from the Rangers.
You ask Luke about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Angels
White Sox
win the World Series.
Oh, Jesus. I can't wait. At least the Warriors season starting soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
They'll make the playoffs. I hope.
Yeah. They're gonna make the playoffs.
I don't know if they'll be the first or second seed, but I see them make a third or fourth, and they could still make splashes in the.
I picked them to win 55 games.
Yeah.
Out of 72.
Yeah, it's a little steep, but
hey,
Steph Curry could carry them, bro.
Yeah.
They honestly don't have that bad of a team. Like the team is pretty good. Like if they had Clay, then I'd be like really confident in them being really good. But Kelly Oubre Jr., he's like a decent replacement, but definitely not anything.
Yeah, James Wiseman, Marquise Chris, Eric Pascal.
Yeah, but also what's great about that is, and also like Jordan Poole, right? Isn't that his name?
He's okay.
Yeah. But like what they have there is like they had all their rookies and like backup players play this last year. Let them experience and playing time, so they should be better this next season when they are all together.
Right. And if James Wiseman can just minimize the growing pains, anything's possible.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Good center.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sorry that we lost today.
Yeah. It was a sad moment.
I was looking forward all day to it. Did it? Was it just me, or did this game kind of fly by to you?
Yeah, the first quarter went by real quick.
First half went by fast for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I think it was because they had the whole like the whole drive down the field, and then like the last like that 1 yard line, they like were there so long that it just like cooked down the clock. And also because it wasn't like incomplete passes, they were just running it.
Right.
They just got stopped, so the clock keeps on going on both sides.
Exactly. And then, yes, sir. We'll be back next week. Let's do this after every single Niner game.
From now on,
because I don't have any like schoolwork on Sundays anymore. Because that's when I leave everything for Sunday. But now I have nothing anymore.
Oh yeah, did you get done with your finals?
We'll do one after the Washington game.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see if the true depression sets in, or if
we lose to the Washington football team.
Well, our season's done. Then
our season is toasticles. Like
because we'll be 5-8, and the best we could do is hit 500. And
if I would have told you right now. I mean, if I would have told you at the beginning of the season that the New York Giants could have a better record than the San Francisco 49ers, what would you say to me?
I wouldn't believe that. But I mean, honestly, like we're seeing it now and seeing like all the injuries that we've had. Like, I mean, I understand where they're at. And like,
but still.
Yeah, it's still sad.
New York turned it around. Joe Judge is no joke. He's no nonsense.
Yeah, he isn't. Well, they had to figure out a way to make their offense work well. So.
And it's working. You're the best QB in the league at the helm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hey now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't disrespect.
Yeah, the best QB, Colt McCoy, bro.
Hey, Colt McCoy's a game manager. That's what I'll say. I'll say that much. He's good. He made some clutch. I watched that whole entire snooze fest.
That
whole entire 5-0 at halftime. It was 5-0 at halftime.
Yeah. So they got a safety then.
So it was a blocked punt, but the cat that recovered it, when he simultaneously recovered it, but his left hand was out of bounds. So it nullified the touchdown. So it had to be a safety.
Oh.
It was just by this much too.
That's
it was
so
like
stupid.
An inch of his wrist being out of bounds. It was the difference between a touchdown and a safety.
That stinks.
Yeah. But it ended up being awesome. The Giants defense is no joke.
They did good against the Seattle Seahawks.
I got really pissed because they kept, did you see DK, his stiff arm on James Bradbury?
Yeah.
I was kind of pissed at that because James Bradbury was being a beast all game. It takes a man to cover DK the way he did.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's always like, it's always like that in the NBA finals, you always see like the whole like chase down block of like LeBron James, he's Andre Iguodala. But that was like 5 years ago and they like already whooped their butt like twice after that in the NBA finals. Yeah, I know. Sure, they lost that one NBA finals and they came back from 3-1, but then the 2 years after that, they just kept on blowing them out like both years.
I know.
So it's like,
that next year with KD,
yeah.
They freaking smacked him around.
Yeah, then the second, I think they sweep him the second year after that.
I forget.
I think they swept them, like the swept
Probably.
them. Because I think the first year they won like one game, and then they like wrecked them. And then I think the last year with KD. But before the Raptors year, they just like swept them.
I know. I feel so dumb because literally I watched every single one of their playoff games from literally before probably like 12 was like 2012. No, like 2013 and 14 to like 14, 15, like before they went on their run and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all blurred to me because they're just so raw the whole time.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, just like they won like so much. It was just
I know. We were.
I mean, and they're just one Klay Thompson injury away from becoming the great team again. I mean, like they're gonna do good, I think, this year, but I think they needed him. And I don't know where Giannis is gonna go. Honestly, like
who knows?
He might go to Golden State. There's rumors, that he'll go to Golden State. I'm like,
you see the Harden rumors? Like he could have.
Yeah. I don't think could have been a good fit in Golden State.
I don't know. He looked good. He looked good in the throwback uni.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, you have Clay, and then you have Steph, and then you'd have to give up, I feel like, a ton for him, and maybe even like Klay Thompson or something. Like, I don't think the Rockets would part.
No,
with him.
I think they wanted Clay or something.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be. That would be good.
It wouldn't have been a good thing for the Rockets.
Yeah,
I mean, Clay's great. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but it's not. But and replace Harden.
But Clay doesn't take over the game like.
Not like Harden does.
Yeah, like Harden, like he like demands the ball, but like Clay sure does like have games where he drops like 60 points, but I mean, he's not the one that like takes the ball and drives in and does this crazy stuff. You know, he just like shoots threes and makes them. It's like,
yeah.
The Warriors should trade for Duncan Robinson, bro.
Yeah.
Just the 3-point attack, dude. That'd be wild.
They got Justinian Jessup and Nico Mannion.
Yeah, give him Andrew Wiggs for Duncan Robinson.
I think Andrew Wiggins is gonna be kind of nice.
Yeah, I know he honestly isn't bad.
No, but we got smacked around today, my friend.
Yeah, that was sad.
It's
a sad
okay.
moment.
We'll be back next week.
Hopefully, yeah.
In a better attitude, in a better mood.
Hopefully. Yes. Yeah, it's just sad.
Get up and turn around.
Yes, Dad.
Wait, sit down. You have to come down closer so you can see the name.
Oh. Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, you can't see it, man. There you go. That's my man right there. Number 10.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I'm getting a nice view. Awesome. Well, okay. We'll call this a wrap, bro. We need to go live sometime.
Yeah, we do. We need to do a live stream.
Those All Gear No Game subbies will be all in on that.
How many subscribers do you have now on the
41?
41?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what's up, right?
Yeah, only like 20,000 more to get to Grant Cohn, bro.
Exactly. We'll get there. We'll get there. He's been at the grind for like 10 years. So
yeah, I know, but his Instagram, his YouTube was only like at like 1,000 subscribers when I started watching.
Yeah, no, same.
And now it's like 20,000.
Yeah, it's because he's got these hot takes.
I don't think he did Niners step before this season.
Maybe not.
I think he got assigned by like Sports Illustrated.
He's been covering the Niners for a while though.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's been doing Bay Area sports. He's from there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I saw a picture of him.
His dad is like an OG sports journalist.
Yeah.
But he's the goal. He's the goal. He's what we want on the show. I want to talk to him every single day.
Grant Cohn, bro.
I would just absorb the knowledge that he has to offer.
You should consistently start DMing him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna
send him every day. He does the thing like his like live streams. You can like pay like $5 to get like a question on there.
Will you come on?
Join our podcast.
Yeah, I bet you he would do it, low-key. He seems like pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. He's funny.
And we're decently knowledgeable about the 40.
Yeah, and he like talks to himself like on the podcast.
Yeah,
on his like live streams. He's so funny.
Because he's got like tons of people that watch and ask him questions on his lives.
Yeah, I know. But then like he'll like fake that like Kyle Shanahan is there.
I know.
And he's like, Kyle, listen to me.
Kyle, Robert, thank you for coming today.
Yeah, and he's like, I know Kyle listens to my podcast.
He tweaked me out there for a second. I thought he actually was tuned in.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know. But the players actually watch him and get pissed at him.
Yeah, I know. He said like Dante Pettis' sister like watches his stuff and always like messages him, tells him he's wrong. Did you see the thing I sent you of Dante Pettis and he's like his average fantasy points is -0.4?
Oh yeah, that's why they're winning.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he talked about that when his things like it's a Dante Pettis effect because he doesn't even play. He shows up to the locker room, like takes a shower probably and leaves, and then they're 4-0. Sad.
Catches some passes for the third stringer and calls.
Yeah, gets hurt, in the practice.
Honestly, we could have used him high key against the Packers though.
Well, yeah, and you have River Craycraft out there, dude.
River Craycraft's better than Trent Taylor.
Oh yeah, Trent Taylor's garbage.
He's your favorite player in the league.
No, he's not.
Yes,
I don't get it because out of training camp, they're saying the best wide receiver in training camp was Trent Taylor, and I'm like, what?
I know.
Like I had high hopes in the beginning of the year because they were saying he was so good and got really good.
I mean, he was kind of decent though. He made some nice snags.
Yeah, like
what was it? 18?
Yeah,
2018.
Yeah, and then I just want like Jalen or like Hayden. What's his name? Jalen Hurns.
Hurts.
Oh, Hurd. Yeah, Hurd.
Yeah,
I want him to play,
but he's freaking
injured twice.
He could not be. He might not be the same. It could be like Jerick McKinnon effect.
Yeah, I know.
Or you're still good, but it's not any.
Yeah, it's like where you can like it's not like $30 million worth like of Jerick McKinnon. Like that's like the worst contract they have, I think. Like
some would say Jimmy.
Yeah, I know Jimmy. I don't know. He's good. He took him to the Super Bowl last year. So I mean, like
right.
I don't know.
Single-handedly won some games.
And he's not like Jared Goff, where Jared Goff like isn't hurt, but he still makes like terrible throws. Like,
Jared Goff overpaid.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But then he pops off this last week.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what was the stat line from this last week? He played well.
Yeah, I think he did.
He shredded the Cards, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Arizona versus Rams. Jared Goff. 37, 47, 351 yards, 1 touchdown. That's nice. That's a shredder game right there.
1 touchdown, yeah.
No, but 350 yards to the air.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, Kyler had... I mean, what would you rather have, honestly? Kyler had 21, 39, 173 yards, 3 touchdowns, a pick, and they still lost. So I take the dub over touchdowns.
Well, yeah, I know.
Because they actually have a run game.
Yeah, they do.
Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have Kyler Murray as my quarterback, but I mean, like, definitely that game.
No, Goffy. Sean McVay, Sean McVay's a godsend for the Rams.
I know. He's what keeps them working. Because I think, like, without Kyle Shanahan, without Sean McVay, he wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, but we got smacked around today, dude.
Yeah.
I wasn't too concerned when it was 17-7 at half. Right?
Yeah, no, I thought they could like turn it around because I feel like when halftime they always go in and like talk about like, what's not working.
We made it 17-10 because we went down and kicked the field goal on the opening drive. But
yeah, I think we definitely needed to score like a touchdown on that drive.
Yeah,
keep it close. Yeah,
it's whatever. But let's wrap this one up, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you for coming on. I know
for sure.
Wanted to postpone it.
No, it's all good. It was depression, bro.
It went through my mind too, not going to lie.
I know. I was like, what are we going to talk about? It's going to be sad the whole time.
No, I think this went well.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, thanks.